Hi, this is John Keyser coming to you on behalf of WindowCleaningResource.com, the greatest window cleaning supplier on the planet. This is WFP Class on WCR, brought to you by Ettore and RHG Products. And today we're going to be talking about the different types of water-fed pole brushes available to you at WindowCleaningResource.com. The two basic types are nylon brush and hog's hair brushes, and they each have their advantage. Of course, we have different sizes as well. The biggest advantage to the nylon brushes are that you can rinse with the brush on the window. You don't have to lift it off, and this is really nice when you're working at 2, 3, and 4 stories up. You don't have to lift that brush completely off the glass. The reason for that is it's called a monofilament brush, and it's called a monofilament because each of these strands have a single end on them, and because they have a single end on each of the strands, the dirt just rinses right between the bristles, so you don't have to lift the brush off the glass. Now, the basic advantage to your hog's hair brushes, the hog's hair brushes actually have more scrubbing power, and this is really good when the windows are extra dirty, although I typically don't use the hog's hair brushes on anything over 2 stories, because along with the extra scrubbing power, it's actually a lot harder to work the pole with the hog's hair brushes on the end. And so when you've got it up at 3, 4, and 5 stories, it makes it kind of difficult. In addition, you can't rinse with the hog's hair brush on the glass. So when you are working at 3, 4, and 5 stories, you actually have to get that brush off the glass to do a good rinse. So I recommend the hog's hair brush for basically residential or commercial, 2 stories and below. I would recommend the nylon brushes. Really, the nylon brushes are good for anything from 1 story working on up. You just get a little more scrubbing power with the hog's hair. There was also a type of brush available for a while called flocked brush, and it was a nylon brush. And what it was is, instead of the nylon strands ending in 1 single end, they were frayed and ended in 3, 4 little frayed ends on there, and they didn't really have the advantage that the monofilament or the single end brushes do, because you could not rinse with those on the glass. They would actually trap dirt in the bristles and you'd get a spotty rinse. So we talked about the different types as far as the different brush types. Let's talk about length. We've got the basic 12-inch and the 16-inch. 12-inch, I usually use these for residential. And the 16-inch, I usually use these for commercial. Commercial glass is usually a lot bigger, and so obviously the bigger the brush, the quicker you get it done. The other element of your brush is the jets. I don't know if we can get a tight shot on this or not. This is a pencil jet, and it's just a round jet. This one has both pencil jets and fan jets. So this is a dual jetted brush. That's why you see 2 hoses coming out of it, 2 sets of hoses. Now, the only difference between the pencil jets and the fan jets is the pencil jets just shoot out a single stream. The fan jets shoot out a fan shape, just like their name implies. The advantage of the fan jets is when you're working with hydrophobic glass. Hydrophobic meaning it's afraid of water, or it will bead up instead of making a nice sheet for you. The fans will spread that rinse out, enabling a better rinse on the hydrophobic glass, whereas the pencil jets, you just have to be a little bit more thorough. You don't have to have fan jets to rinse hydrophobic glass. You just have to, if you're using pencil jets, you have to be more thorough in your rinse. So, with the fan jets, you have to be a little bit more careful on your rinse. They tend to mist and therefore have kind of like an overspray problem if you're not careful with it. I usually don't recommend getting fan jets in hog's hair. I recommend getting fan jets if you're going to get them in the nylon brushes, because again, you can leave those and rinse with those on the glass. You can do a quick rinse across the top and then pull those fan jets off and rinse the rest without worrying about splashing the top. So again, that's 12-inch 16-inch nylon monofilament, and then we got hog's hair brushes with pencil jets and fan jets. Of course, all of these are available at windowcleaningresource.com. Thanks for watching.